Anything worth having at all is worth working for and waiting for. Be patient. Don't lose sight of the vision. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in to the Manifest on Purpose show. This is Kimbaley, the host, and I'm here to elevate your consciousness. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I have a manifestation report for you, but before we jump into that, I just want to let you know that the show is brought to you by astronumerologist Lloyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 mobile numerology app. Let's talk about this app. I have this app myself, and I don't plan anything without this app. It has a wonderful calendar feature up there that lets you know when to expect any challenges and to let you know when your good days are. This app also tells you a whole lot about yourself, including compatibility with other people, vehicles, trips you may take, or even your business. So, this is an app that I recommend that if you don't have, you pick this up and you can get it on Google Play, the App Store. You can also get it on linktr.ee/numbersanyou, and there you can find his other exclusive products and services. I also want to take the time out to thank OCSol for our theme music. You hear different music when we come in now, and that is thanks to OCSol. You can find his information in the description box as well. Now, let me get into this manifestation report. So, first, I want to let you know that August went well for me. It was one of those times when it seemed kind of like everything was unraveling. It was a little chaotic at times, but it all came together in the end. So, this manifestation report that I'm going to be telling you about today is very exciting for me. And I have to say that this is probably one of the biggest ones that I've ever had. However, it took a long time for me to align with this. I mean, many years. So, of course, whenever something big manifests for me, I have to reverse engineer. And for people that are not familiar with that, what I do is I go back to the beginning of the intention or throughout the manifestation process to see how things started and how things evolved over time. That teaches me a lot, and it also gives me information that I can bring back to you to also help you out. And what I found out in this process when I went through things is that patience proved to be well worth the wait. And here's the backstory on this. I released an episode over about a year ago on the Manifest on Purpose show, and I was stressing the importance of setting intentions. I told the story about myself being a preteen, and I set intentions for a typewriter. So, long story short, my intentions were not specific enough. You can go back in the archives and find this story. It's going to be on intention setting, being specific about your intentions. Anyway, I did get a typewriter that year for Christmas, but it was not the one that I wanted. Now, we know that this story was about intention settings, but what connected that story to this manifestation is the reason that I wanted the typewriter in the first place. I really wanted that typewriter because Deep down inside, my vision was to become an author. And I mean, I was serious about this. I did a lot of reading and I used to write a lot as well. And I even imagine myself, and that's that creative visualization coming in. I imagine myself like being up in a cabin and writing. That's just what I wanted to do with my life. But I didn't share that with many people that I knew because of the area that I grew up in. Where I grew up at, a lot of people just didn't believe that that could be done because a lot of people was into physical labor and they never really thought about being creative to generate revenue. And then there was an earlier time in our history too. So being creative was something that not a lot of people were able to do and get away with. But anyway, I never gave up on that vision. In fact, Jeannie told me a few years ago that I would be writing a book. However, it just didn't seem to come together well until now. And I'm excited to say that I have finally officially published my first book. The book is titled The Business of Numerology, and it is an astronomical approach to business. So, this book is very important to me. It combines two of my passions, and that's numerology and business. And it's the first of its kind. I created this blueprint, and it's designed to help entrepreneurs align their business on purpose. It's now available in print and as an ebook on Amazon. And if you pick one up, read it, leave a review on Amazon and send me a screenshot, and I'll send you a mini business report. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's been a long time, but I didn't give up on that vision. What about you? Have you laid some intentions off to the side just because they didn't happen within the time frame that you wanted them to happen in? Are you still trying to figure out why your intentions haven't arrived yet? Let me tell you something. Anything worth having is worth the wait. Yeah, it may suck, but think about it. When you go to a nice restaurant, you wait for your food. You even have a waiter or a waitress there to serve you versus when you go to those fast food chains, drive up to the window and give your order, and by the time you get out to the next window, your food is in your hand. It's already prepared. So, which way is the safest? Is it the safest to get that fast food, or is it safe to be patient for your food? My grandfather had a thing about that. He used to say, the quickest route is not always the safest. Stop reaching and grabbing for things because it's easy. Stop reaching and grabbing for things because you're impulsive. Sometimes people don't get what they want exactly because they fall for the thing that's close to it because they think that that's the best that they can have. There are times when you have to wait. Just wait. Be patient. Because one of the universe's biggest secrets is this: Everything you want to manifest in your life is already here. All you have to do is align with it. Some people walk away right at the finish line, and that's sad. Sometimes, when it seems things are at the worst, that means that your breakthrough is on the horizon. Think about all those intentions that you brushed off to the side over the years. What if you walked away right at the finish line? Don't ever give up on your vision. I'm here to tell you it's coming, it's here. Just align with it. Anything worth having at all is worth working for and waiting for. I love you to life. This is how you manifest on purpose.